These are the types of grass covers that grew into surplus and were taken out about 10 days ago now. In total about 18 hectares, or about 15% of the farm area, was skipped and cut for surplus silage last week. Taking this out brought the grass cover per cow down to 150 kilos of dry matter per livestock unit for this week. In total about 110 round bales were made, or just over 2 bales to the acre. For the last 2 weeks, the farm measured growth rates on average of 90 kilos per day. To average 90 means that they were growing well in excess of 100 per day for some paddocks, which is exceptional for mid-April. That's a lot of grass on 120 hectares. Given the very dry weather in the east, with little rain in the forecast for the next 7 days, it is likely that growth rates will decline. However, grazing heavy covers is simply not on, and while it might mean feeding again in 7 to 10 days' time, it's better to do that then, rather than try and graze your way through strong paddocks and see milk quality suffer now and into the future. If you don't react to the measurement, then you can get into a complete tailspin and end up destroying the benefits of grazing good quality grass for the season. Milking cows are off meal since early April. They are getting all their trace elements, magnesium and phosphorus through the water. Cows are now on the second rotation on 24-hour allocations. Going into pre-grazing yields of 1700 kilos of dry matter per hectare. The fertiliser spinner is following the cows with ASN, that's 26% nitrogen and 14% sulphur this week. The silage ground was topped up with nitrogen, potash, and paddocks low in phosphorus are getting 10-10-20. 2 rounds of urea have been spread to date, so that's 57 kilos of urea per hectare and 5 kilos of sulphur per hectare spread. Slurry was spread in the first and second round. The last blanket application was 3/4 of a bag of ASN per acre on the 7th of April. In total, for the month of March, we supplied 192,000 litres at 4.95% fat and 3.48% protein. It's worth noting, this milk solids was produced mainly on grass. About 80 kilos of meal has been fed per cow in February and March. That's about a cost of about €25 per cow. Now, as we head for the end of April, milk yield is about 22 litres per cow at 4.7% fat and 3.8% protein. Thankfully, the Glanbia base price is much better this year, and it shows a 10 cent per litre difference, 34.5 versus 24.5 compared to this time last year. Breeding started on Monday this week, and Tom has had 20 cows in for service each day since it started. A selection of 10 sires have been selected and are going to be spread through the herd. The 10 AI sires used are a team of high EBI Holstein Friesian sires for the Jersey crossbred type cows, and a team of pure Jerseys and a couple of Kiwi cross sires on the Friesian type cows. All calved cows and dry cows are at grass full time. These are the type of clean-outs the herd are doing in the dry weather. As you can see, they are grazing the paddocks right down to 3.5 to 4 centimetres. At this stage, the strip wire has been taken down as the grass covers are not too high. If you have high covers, you have little choice but to keep the wire up if you want them to graze it down. Unless you have a large clean-up herd coming in behind to take what's left. The 20 acres sprayed off in late March behind the milking parlour was reseeded on the 19th of April. One paddock, 4 hectares in size, was reseeded with the variety Aber Choice, and the other paddock was reseeded with the variety Abergain. Both have clover included in the mix. This is the paddock right beside the parlour that was reseeded down to varieties that the cows have not grazed out properly for the last 3 or 4 years. After milk composition crashed down again when they went into it in February, the decision was taken just to spray it off and put in a variety that the cows were going to graze out properly. The paddock was ploughed, disked, levelled and sown with a 1-pass. Until next time, safe farming.